read 12 books in March, 2 in which were 6 shiny fucking stars that left me on my knees begging for more. Off with those 6 stars, we have When the Wolves Cry and When the Wolves Bite. This is the Twin Flames duet by MJ Morella 2. This is one of my favorite dark romance duets of all time. Jax, the MMC, is in my top 3 dark romance men. Duet literally gave me everything that I could want in a dark romance book. I did post a more in-depth video on my page, but if you take one recommendation from me this month, it is to read these 2 books. Cowboy Casual by Holly Renee. I finally understand the cult hype. You guys were right. I was in fact missing out on this. Eat up a hardworking cowboy with a slutty little mustache and a filthy mouth every damn time. I read War of Fire and Fury. I finished the Flames and Thorns series by Marion Blackwood. This series is so underhyped. I love it so much. 5 beautiful stars. Please stop what you're doing and add this series onto your TBR. It is one of my favorite fantasy series of all time. Now I wanted some more cowboys in my life, so I read the first 2 books in the Black Springs Ranch series by Amber Palmer. Between the Pines, I gave this one 4 stars. Spice in this book was impeccable, and it started off hot. Okay, me an overly protective cowboy, and I am sat panting every single time. This in one day, I physically could not put it down. And then I moved right along to Through the Dust. I did like this one a little bit more. I love Bishop, the MMC. I gave this one 4.5 stars. It had no reason hitting as hard as it did. The attention in this book, I love me a badass FMC and a grumpy MMC, and then add an age gap aspect in it, and that is my perfect cowboy book. I read On Wings of Blood by Briar Bolin. I ended up giving this one a 3.5 stars. I had to let it marinate for a second. I loved the first half of this book, but I feel like the last half just felt a little flat for me. We'll see if I decide to continue the series or not. Catch the Sun by Jennifer Hartman. I gave this one 5 stars. Her is one of those authors that I know will write a story that is going to tug on my heartstrings, and she definitely did that with this one. And then I read Where I Land by Nikki Jimenez. This is book 2 in the Rainfall series. This series is a must read if you want to unlock all of those bottled up emotions. I cried over and over and over in both of these books. The book really had me reflecting on my own life. It's one of those books that I was able to actually connect to in my real life, and that just made it so much more gut-wrenching. Highly, highly, highly recommend this one. And Dove by Paisley Hope. This is book 2 in the Soldiers of Benlem series. I'm a sucker for series like this. Found Family, Motorcycle Club. I loved the chemistry between Layla and Sean. I ate up every single spicy scene, okay? I gave this one 4 stars. Then Feathers So Vicious by Liv Zander. This is another one of those books that I had to kind of marinate with for a little bit before I decided what I wanted to rate it. I did end up giving it 3 stars. I just had such high expectations for this, and everyone told me that I was going to love it, and it didn't hit as hard as I wanted it to hit. Do think that the fantasy elements were really cool and unique. Just couldn't really connect to their story. I read Death Valley by Karina Hale. I ended up giving this one 3 stars. This one has such a unique blend of Western dark cowboy romance mixed with horror elements in it. There's literally zombies. I think that it was a cool concept. I just couldn't get into it as much as I hoped.